SAfm, South Africa's news and information leader.
Thanks, Kim. Legal teams for Lonmin miners possess damning emails, and Director General of the BBC defends a crucial decision. That's in the news. Good afternoon. Legal teams for the striking miners who were killed in clashes at Marikana and those injured say they are in possession of emails between mine bosses and government that encourage combatant action against the mine workers. Advocate Dalimpofu for the victims revealed this during the opening remarks to the Marikana Commission underway in Rustenburg. He further accused police of being inhumane by kicking on dead bodies who lay on the ground.
At the center of which is a gentleman called Cyril Ramaphosa, advised that what was taking place are plainly, I'm quoting now, dastardly criminal acts and must be characterized as such. In line with this characterization, there needs to be concomitant action to address this situation. Exactly 24 hours before the people were mowed down at that mountain. It's addressed to somebody called Dear Albert, who's Albert Jamieson of Lonmin, I assume.
Goldfields says a vast majority of miners have returned to work at the KDC West mine on Gauteng's West Rand. However, some of the 1,500 miners who were dismissed are appealing the decision. Goldfields Head of Corporate Affairs, Swen Luncha.
The 1,500 that were dismissed obviously had the ability to appeal their dismissal, and a couple of hundred, we're still finalizing number, have appealed the decision, and an independent chair is going through the cases and making a final decision. At KDC East, we issued the final ultimatum last Friday for workers to return with a night shift last night and going until 4 this afternoon. So by 4, we will be able to give a detailed number of how many people actually turned up to work.
11 environmental activists have been arrested for trespassing at the Eskom head office in Sunninghill, Johannesburg. They include Greenpeace spokesperson Melita Steele, groundwork director Bobby Peak, and Mako Malikalakala of Earthlife. This after members of the 3 environmental NGOs descended on Eskom for a peaceful protest demanding a change in management. They accuse Eskom of having failed to deliver clean, affordable and accessible electricity to South Africans. A parliamentary committee is to study letters of complaint against Public Protector Thuli Madonsela before deciding what, if any, steps to take against her. Justice and Constitutional Development Committee Chairperson Llewellyn Landers says his desk has been flooded with letters of complaint from Madonsela's deputy Mamiki Shai. She claims, among other things, that Madonsela is biased against the ANC. Landers explains.
I haven't read all these documents from the Deputy Public Protector. There's far too many of them. And I didn't want to start reading them until you, the committee, had said, this is how we're going to move forward. Otherwise, I'm going to sit and read all this stuff and you say, well, it's junk, we're not interested, and we're not moving forward with it. So I thought I should make it available to you. It's a lot. It's really annexures after annexures, and honestly, it's a lot.
Overseas, the Director General of the BBC, George Entwistle, has begun giving evidence before members of Parliament committee to explain why the corporation dropped a television report into allegations of child sex abuse against the late BBC presenter Jimmy Savile, who died in October 2011, aged 84. Police have described Savile as a predatory sex offender. Entwistle denied that the BBC had handled the situation badly.
I would accept that there have been times when we have taken longer to do things than in a perfect world I would have liked. But I think if you look at what we've achieved since the scale of the crisis became clear, I think you would see that we have done much of what we should have done and done it in the right order and with proper respect paid to the right authorities.
Recapping the top story, legal teams for the striking miners who were killed in clashes at Marikana and those injured say they are in possession of emails between mine bosses and government that encourage combatant action against mine workers.